We are back home, boys. What is going on, guys? We are finally back at the GREGA garage. We're back from Fleece. Hopefully you guys enjoyed those videos. We took a quick trip out there. Obviously, you know, we need an engine for our drag racing truck. Obviously, you can probably tell Freedom Racing Engines is going to be building us one sick, bad engine for that beast. So that's really the reason we went out there, and also to give you guys a little bit of inside look at Fleece, at Freedom. We're going to be doing quite a few videos in the future with them. I wanted to give you guys a background on kind of where everybody's at. You know, get Braden, get Chase in front of the camera. That way you guys kind of know them and are a little bit familiar. That way next time we go out, you guys already have the background. So I know it was a little bit of a lot of information. I didn't really mean to blast you with all the you know, the infomercial. So the other thing is, you know, I really like Fleece. I've been using Fleece's products way long before I started this channel. I really, you know, love their company, love what they stand for, the engineering side, and it's just it's a great partnership that we're starting to develop, and that's all it really is. It's not like they paid me some big amount of money to go do some ads for them, put them on my channel. That's not what this is. That's never what this channel will be. This channel will always be me, myself, and I, Greg, working on all of the piles of Dodges that we got going on here. Speaking of that, look at what we got accomplished yesterday, which you guys probably saw in the beginning of this video. The temperatures aren't too bad, but we have about 30 minutes of light left back when we're home from work now. But got a lot of stuff torn off of the drag truck. I mean, I hope you guys are as pumped for the drag truck build as I am. I'm seriously very excited to have a full-time competition vehicle back in the realm. I literally love tearing stuff apart, if you guys can't tell. Putting it back together, you know, slightly slower process, but tearing it apart's awesome. We are going to be getting the first gen here back dialed in a very short time here, maybe not right away today. Also, you guys know the downpipe situation with the truck. We need a new downpipe. We are literally down to zero trucks. Yeah, go ahead, insert your Dodge comment here. Thank you very much. But anyway, I think that's what we're going to continue doing tonight, is taking the 06 apart here. Let me just give you like a brief explanation on the chain of events that I want to progress with the drag truck. So the drag truck is going to be wrapped. It's going to have some crazy sick wrap on it for Wrenchworks, for probably, you know, Fleece and Freedom are going to have a big part of that. Garofalo, where we get all of our parts, which you guys should be getting all your parts through from now on. We're going to do it. We're going to do some crazy wrap, but there probably will be sections of this wrap that, like the door jambs, maybe the roof. I don't know, because it's not fully planned yet. I don't want the background to be silver in case there's some overlaying areas. I want to start with a black base. Now, obviously, you guys know that we are getting full fiberglass front clip, full fiberglass doors and bedside. So all we really have to worry about is getting the little bit of body work done and painting the rest of the cab black. I want to start with a black cab base. Now, you guys know that I mentioned before about getting the cage done. So when you tie a roll cage into a vehicle, you're not getting that cab off again. And I really want to hit the underside of the cab, the inside. I want to do all that before the before the cage work commences. So the cab's got to come off. We got to get that to the body guy, Mark, who you guys haven't really seen, but you know Mark has been helping us big time with all the paint stuff. So we need to get Mark the cab ASAP, so Mark can get us the cab back, so we can get the truck ready to go to the chassis and the fab work for the cage. So fiberglass is en route. It's in, you know, well, it's being done. It takes almost 2 months to get. So a lot of behind the scenes stuff. I know I'm rambling, but I just want to catch you guys up on chain of events of progresses of the trucks, of how they're progressing. So also, once the cab is off and completely bare, and we have this thing literally down to the bare frame, that's when we're going to start going and cleaning up the entire surfaces, prepping that frame, especially underneath here where we're not going to have access to really ever again. The backside we can do all the time, whenever, because the bedsides will be able to come off quickly. But the cab is going to be tied to this chassis pretty much permanently unless you cut the cage out. This is all getting ready to come out. All right, so we're gonna start with the seats. There's one over there in the corner, 2 right up here in the front, kind of the same similar setup on the other side, and then we should be able to take this whole bench right out, I believe. That's where we're gonna start, then probably maybe start working on the back here, and then getting all this, pretty much everything. We're going full Lexan too, so I mean, even the back glass, you know, the doors are not even being used. Hopefully doing even full Lexan front windshield. So a lot of this stock stuff, I mean, we're basically using a cab. Alrighty guys, look at all this room for just nasty stuff. Look at this. Oh, this is nasty in here. But seats are out, just like I said. 2 and 2 comes right out. Whole bench assembly ready to go. So all right, what's next? What's next out of this beast? The one biggest piece of advice that I can give you guys, if you are going to be taking apart the interior of your Dodge truck, kind of down to, you know, say you wanted to shampoo the carpets or something, you want to just clean everything to the bone, to the T, or strip it kind of like how I'm doing, you better have a very good set of Torx bits, because everything in here, not there, but the seat belts, seatbelt bracket down here, everything, almost everything that I've taken off so far in here has been Torx. Some of the stuff even in here, it's just Torx is everywhere inside here. So make sure you got yourself a good set of Torx bits. Not only that, but make sure that they are big enough, because my little set right here that goes up to, as I go up to T40, T40 is not even big, so I got to break out the big guys. But that's, you know, you're going to want like a 50, 55, something, whatever that size may be. Alrighty guys, brief intermission break. Had to take the pups out, get them fed, so we did that. Just perfect time to talk to you guys for a brief second here. I'm not too worried about the door panels, because the doors are just going to come completely off. Everything on the rear section, all the seat belts, everything else, as you can see, is just getting piled here. But I'm going to start working on the dash now. Actually going to start working on the center console here area first. These panels have to come off, and then we actually just need to drop the column down, and then the whole dash can pretty much almost come on it. I've actually never done a dash in one of these things. I know there's like very select few bolts that you need to do to kind of lean it forward to get to like the heater core area. Who knows? We're going to see how far we can get, but I know right here, these 3 bolts right here are the side supports to it. I know you do have to drop the column. There's another 3 bolts over there. We did actually take off the top section here, because that's where the dash gets attached to, like, say, the front part of the firewall. But got the headliner down, and we're just going to keep plugging away till this thing is completely bare, and we can push all of the wiring back through here, unplug that, throw it back through the firewall, because that's where all of the engine wiring harness kind of comes through the cab. So while we're taking a quick break here, I have been getting a lot of questions about Black Friday, Cyber Monday. Christmas is coming right around the corner, so we are actually, Wrenchworks is going to be doing a pretty big sale. We're going to have a percentage off the entire website. It's going to be a pretty decent amount. So this is like our first sale pretty much ever. So get your Christmas gifts now. In lieu of that, we're actually coming out with 4 new items, which I'm actually going to show you guys quick right now, because they literally just got dropped off. I'll probably show you guys in detail, a little bit better lighting maybe in the daytime, but these are going to be on the website. Everything is going to be launching Thursday, and then the sale is going to be Thursday through Cyber Monday, so Monday. But all of these items, they are all very limited. We didn't get a ton of these, so if you want some of this stuff, you better get it on Thursday or Friday. During this week would be my suggestion, because if it runs out, it's kind of out. And in order to guarantee that we can get you guys this stuff by Christmas, I would definitely suggest sooner than later. So let me show you the quick items. Back by popular demand, our flag shirt, which I don't have on obviously because it's cold as heck, but the flag shirt with the flag on the back, we have that in a black sweatshirt. So same awesome. If you guys have bought these sweatshirts, you know that these sweatshirts are seriously awesome. So we have that black, same flag t-shirt design in a black, all black sweatshirt. Black beanie. You got, oh, that'll be Andy's. Black beanie, Wrenchworks logo. This is kind of like a skull cap. It doesn't really fold up. It's kind of just fits a little snug. So that is the beanie. The front of the shirt really just has the same small logo as right like that. So that's the front logo. Sorry for my terrible display here. Also, I am so pumped about these shop banners. These are really nice vinyl material. You can actually hang them as like a flag, hang them as a shop banner. They're like 3x5. These things came out so freaking awesome. But again, limited, get them while they last. We gotta throw some up here. We need to make some more room. They're about the same, probably not as long as the Air Dog, but definitely kind of like from here over. They're pretty sweet. I'll get the dimensions, they'll be on the website. And the final thing is like key tag lanyards, which are not in yet. They'll be in the next day or two. But this is not a pre-order. We have all this stuff. We're gonna be shipping out like the Monday after the holiday, but everything is gonna be here. You're gonna have it within a couple days of your order once we start shipping Monday. So that's gonna be awesome. It's not a pre-order, you don't have to wait for anything. It's all gonna go right out, get to you guys in time for like Christmas stuff. So that's the little quick blurb, Wrenchworks kind of thing. So on back with the work. Just wanted to grab the camera quick. This might help somebody down the line. As you can see, we dropped the column down here pretty much all the way disconnected except for where it's connected to the shaft. So there are 3 electrical connections that you need to undo, 1, 2, 3, and this cable actually has enough slack that this can lay, you know, pretty much right on the cab of the floor. There are 2 sets of studs, one here that we showed you before. There's actually 2 back down in here that hold it too. So actual 4 bolts on these studs that you need to take off, the 3 electrical connections, and this wire should have enough slack. And then this thing pretty much just drops right down, can lay right down there. I don't know how much you guys saw. There's so much crap crusted up in all these holes that, you know, I'm ripping and tearing that where I don't really care. But got this section out, radio bezel out. I'm not sure if that actually really needs to come out for the removal of the dash to say like a heater core, but we're actually pretty much close to undoing the top here, undoing the sides, and kind of seeing what else is really connected. Oh, I'm sorry, 2 ones down here, right there. Which the other part that I wanted to show you guys down here in this jalopy mess here. So you pull this section down, right? This section comes out. It's held in by some tabs. It's kind of a pain, but this section comes out. Underneath here, there's 2 screws, one in here, one in here. That actually screw up into your radio bezel. Now, I'm sure some of you guys who've already done this and not seen those 2 bolts have been prying on that thing, wondering why it's not coming out. Well, in order to get that out, you do need to undo all of this, that first plate, and then undo those screws that are holding up kind of, you can see right here where they kind of screw into. They screw into here and over there to undo that. So don't let that hang you up. So onward we move here, people. Alrighty guys, and just like that, if you actually cared about your dash and your seat was still here, probably lay the dash right on top of the seat and your steering wheel wouldn't be down on there. But see, obviously you guys know that we're not saving any of this stuff. It's pretty all beat up at this point. So everything that we disconnected, there were 2 other bolts besides these studs. There's studs here, studs in the back here. There was actually 2 other bolts right underneath here that needed to be removed. And then also you got 2 main bolts up on the top here, but there are 4 other kind of set screw looking type bolts. Those need to come off as well. And then this thing pretty much will just flop right over just like this. There's also 2, there's an electrical harness here that runs up the pillar and one right here. Other than that, the only thing that's stopping us from taking this completely out, which we'll figure out what to do here in a second, is this main loop. So seeing that it's this far folded over, that electrical connection does have that much slack. So like I said, if you did have a seat here and it's folded back, everything would have plenty of enough slack. You know, once you undo all your big electrical connectors underneath here to the main kind of fuse block here, and that's it. We're getting very, very close to a completely bare cab. But there is your evap system, heater core, whatever you want to call it. To get to that, pretty much got to undo all this stuff in here now. That's where your heater core lies. That's where all your blend doors are. You can kind of see all of the motors sitting along there. That's what kind of, you know, goes bad. The blend doors, the motors, same kind of system. Heater core issues, blend door, evap issues, it's all behind here. It's all that big hunk of thing, and that thing weighs quite a bit. So when we remove that, obviously we're doing everything in the name of saving as much weight as possible, and that thing is a big weight. Alrighty, last couple things that we did end up doing, pushing all that wiring through the firewall, which you guys can't see, but that whole entire mess from underneath the hood going inside the cab completely out now. We also disconnected the whole entire steering wheel right here, completely disconnected from where it connects to the shaft that goes through the engine to your steering box. That was just one bolt right here, and then your transmission linkage lever basically just connects right to here, just kind of pops on there. So pop that off, pop it off of this little thing right here, and that is that pretty much right at there. And that's where all the wiring came through to that little mini fuse box, and I think that's where we're gonna leave it for tonight, guys. Pretty good. My goal was you guys can't see it, this whole entire big clunk of dash that we are not going to need. So making plenty of room for all the cage work to come. I'm going to strip all that out. The dash removal, even though it's not that bad, and I honestly, you know, in another truck would not have a problem doing the heater core myself, you definitely don't, you can see how close you are to the windshield on a lot of that stuff. You want to trust somebody that is going to take their time to not nick up your windshield, interior pieces that you don't really want pried off. There's a certain way to do all this stuff. So definitely not a terrible job, but just like everything else, you don't want somebody who's used to using a 3-pound hammer and electrical tape taking your dash apart. So that's pretty much it, guys. We are just going to shut the doors on this tonight and wrap up. Guys, like I said, that's pretty much going to wrap up this evening. Hopefully you enjoyed the teardown of the drag truck a little bit further. We are definitely going to be getting to the 12-valve, the first-gen content, again, very soon. Got a lot of cool things planned for that as well. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really do appreciate it, the support, the Wrenchworks support. I appreciate it all. So thank you guys for tuning in. I'm doing my best to bring you guys the most relevant, awesome diesel content, and I'm having a blast. I hope you guys are enjoying watching these videos. Thank you again. I'll see you guys soon. Hit that like button before you leave. Subscribe if you have not already. See you guys soon. See ya.